And we're back. Let's go on a little adventure, but I'm gonna mine up some wood here. And it's already gonna get dark. I can see the sun's low on the horizon, so oh boy. We'll probably make a little shelter behind me here, but while I'm mining, I wanted to talk through about intention and living with intention. Something that's it's always set by the wayside by our first reaction. You know, our first reaction when something gets dropped on us. You jump on it. You try to work it. But the best thing you can do is step back and look at it. And I'm gonna mine all of these trees over here really quick just so we can have some wood to work with before the sun gets too low. And when you look over the issues that show up in life, or anything that shows up in life, the most effective thing you can do is come up with the intention. What am I going to do about this, and what do I even have the ability to do about this? Should I even be involved? Alright, and I'm gonna chop this in from the top down, and I think I just got one more nearby. But once you determine the parameters of what you're dealing with and set the intention, then you can determine what action to take that goes towards that intention, thinking with the end in mind of what I want from this. So let's take the example of when you have so many problems on your table. Like I've got a lot, right? I've always had a lot of stuff on me, and I think to myself first, what do I need to do? Not what's first, but when I look at something, like it looks like the most urgent thing, I determine, what do I even want from this? And what am I even going to do about it? And that sets the intention so easily, because there's, especially in times when you're super busy, you're like overwhelmed, the intention helps so much. And I think we got enough saplings up here. I'll probably cut some of those guys down, but dude, the sun's already low. I wasn't expecting it to get that quick. Alrighty. Let's just get the last little bits over here. So by looking over and setting intention and saying to yourself, hey, this is what I want from this, you end up filtering out a lot right off the bat. You say to yourself, okay, I can't do anything about that topic. And honestly, this topic over here, my intention for it is I don't care. And it's funny to say it that way, but no joke. You look over something, and if you determine I'm not going to do anything about this, it's not a problem anymore. From the 20 things you have to do, you suddenly made it 19. And then you start looking over the rest. Once you get rid of one and you're like, I'm not doing anything about that. And even when someone asks you, have confidence to just be like, yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Like, don't even tell them. Just kind of put it like, whatever. Like, I'll handle that. Because what's really funny is sometimes, dude, it got so dark so fast already. I don't have anything, no charcoal, no nothing. I need to mine stone. Yeah. All right. And furnace. Cool. All right. So that'll help, and also we'll block this off. All right. With the intention set and problems resolved, and working on the real problems, you'll end up finding yourself in a space where you're going to be grateful that you went through and said, I'm reducing the problems I'm dealing with. I'm going to make this easier by setting what I want from this. And with that intention in mind, you can also go further and look at the issue. Like, let's say a bill that just keeps showing up every month and you don't want to deal with it anymore. Is it something that you can set a plan to pay off? Is it something that you can set to auto pay so you never have to think about it again? And those are great steps to just solving a problem. To set the intention. Why stress about it when you can set a plan that makes it so, okay, here's the plan. I'm not going to stress about this. I'm not going to put my mind, in turmoil about this any longer, because I took intention. There's a good example of this. There was this one bill that for whatever reason would not let me set it to autopay. And you know what? It was amazing. It bothered me every month when it showed up. I'd see it in my mailbox on my email, and I'd click it, and I'd click pay, and I'd go through this whole process, and it was so instantaneous and reactionary. One day I got tired. I called them. I called the number on it and said, this has to be autopay, or I'm not doing this ever again. I don't care. And we made it autopay. There was the intention. I showed up. I didn't do that reactionary either. I sat back when I pulled up my phone that one day. I remember this, saying to myself, why am I doing this? What do I want from this? And what do I need to do to fix this? And by having intention, I did that at work. I did that at, my personal hobbies. I've done that in my personal life. You know what? Even the matter of I was about to leave the house to go hang out with friends, and I saw there was a flood in my kitchen. And I quickly evaluated what was broken. I went and closed a valve, and I looked around to say, is anything getting damaged? What do I need to do? And when do I need to do it? In most cases, people would have canceled with their friends, but I looked over it and said, what do I want from this, and how am I going to handle it? Setting the intention. And if you were to set the intention for almost everything, I think you might find something magical happens. What's overwhelming becomes easy. What was reactionary becomes planned. Set your intentions.